Well, the new year offers a powerful opportunity for career professionals and business leaders to pursue, to pause, to reflect, and realign with their highest aspirations. As some say, it's a time to move beyond surface level resolutions and focus on intentional growth, both personally and professional, and some say otherwise. So, as we step into this new year, today is the 11th day in the year. The challenge for professionals and leaders like you is clear. How will you rise to meet the opportunities ahead? And how will you make this year, 2025, a turning point towards excellence? Dr. Abiola Salami joins us this morning again. He is convener of Dr. Abiola Salami International Leadership Bootcamp. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So here we are again.
Yes.
But this time, New Year Kickoff.
The New Year Kickoff Summit.
Sounds like football. Right? Is that intended?
That's not intended, but life, it's a game, kickoff. So how do we start the year? The year has already started. This is the 11th day, like you mentioned. And so we are putting this together to help us start and run well.
So what makes this unique from compared to other New Year events?
You see, one of the reasons we put this together is over the years I've observed, and I'm saying over the past 20 years of me serving leaders, women in leadership, emerging leaders, to help them to deliver peak performance in the work that they do. I've observed how in the beginning of the year people have wishes, hopes, aspirations, prayers, resolutions, about
you just have to address it.
About the new year. I guess she has one.
Oh yes, she has one to stop eating chocolates.
So some people have this plans, these aspirations, and resolutions, and by month 2, month 3, month 4, people start to lose momentum and motivation.
Month 4 is too far.
It's too far. Some people lose it in the first week.
That's what Dr. Samadeyemi said.
Yes, and then for some who are really committed and driven, they get into the month 3 and month 4, and then by month 5, 6 down the line, everybody settles. Then by December, they'll say, well, the new year is coming again, so we hope for a better new year. Then they say we go again, and you realize that there's that gulf between our aspirations and hopes and dreams and our achievement. This is both on the personal, individual level as well as the organizational level. I mean, organizations bring their staff together, they have a retreat, they cast a vision, set a goal for the year, and somewhere along the line they're unable to sustain the momentum. Yes, because things happen along the way. The economy, something changes in the economy. The price of petrol, changes. I mean, these are changes that are not within your control. So we put this together in a way to let us realize the things that we can control with the templates we have, with the framework that we have worked with over a period of time that has worked. And so we are bringing leaders together, entrepreneurs, career professionals, leaders, critical leaders in organizations to come to the New Year Kickoff Summit so that they build momentum. They get 3 things. They get clarity, which is to know what exactly they are supposed to be pursuing. 2, they get direction, which is the strategic actions that they can take to ensure that they achieve their goal. And 3, they get motivation so that they continue with the right momentum, both the leaders and the team members, so they continue to take positive actions even when the going is tough.
What are the key themes that you're going to deal with at this conference?
Great question. One of the things we'll be looking at is how to set goals and achieve them. We'll also be looking at how to deal with procrastination and distractions.
I carried my distraction around. It's called social media.
You know what I call that thing you are holding? A weapon of mass distraction.
Not just distraction,
mass distraction. Because you have
you have it.
You have 365 days in a year, 24 hours and 365 days in a year. And when we look at it critically, what portion of that do you really spend on what is meant to be productive, that is supposed to be earning you an income? It is okay to complain about the economy, to talk about the government.
Maybe this one earns him an income.
which is why I'm saying, what percentage of it hands you an income? Now, except you are making money from that thing, it could be a weapon of mass destruction. And for most people, it is a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah. It's one thing to make money with. It's another thing to make money from. All of that is just English.
Okay.
You know, so, but so those key themes that you just talked about.
Yes, and in addition to that, we'll be having conversations on leading in critical times. We're hosting Mr. Austin Avuru, who has 40 years experience in leadership. We'll be sharing insights from his personal experience. We'll be having conversations on managing your money. It is not just enough to make money, to manage it as well. We're hosting the CEO of a bank, Mrs. Kafilat Araoye, CEO of Lotus Bank. We'll be sharing insights with us on how to make, and managing money. Also about health, making healthier choices, in 2025. I don't know why both of you are looking at each other when I mention making healthier choices, but it's okay.
As you can see, I'm looking straight.
It's okay.
I'm facing my front like this.
It's okay. Making healthier choices in 2025. We'll be hosting the gentleman, it's called Aproko Doctor, and we'll be sharing insights with us to enable us make healthier choices in 2025. So they'll be learning goal setting, how to deal with distractions and procrastination, how to scale some hurdles that 2025 may throw our way, so that 2025 is better for individuals and organizations and businesses. So you make more money, you live a better life in 2025.
Now, this is a one-day event, right?
Yes.
So how do we measure and sustainable impact for the people who you are expecting to come?
Great question. This is not a one-day motivational high. We have follow-up templates that we have put in place.
Okay.
We have quarterly webinars for follow-up. We have peer-to-peer coaching. We have accountability partners that we'll put in place, because no matter how driven you are, at some point in time things can happen and you lose sight of your goal, which is why it's important to have accountability partners. So we have this framework in place to help to sustain the momentum all through the year. So it's not just a one-day high. There are templates, frameworks to help people, to guide them all through the year.
And talk about mindset. We know that it has a role to play.
Yes.
How is mindset addressed with this conference?
Mindset is everything. It is said that the way you think is the way you are. And what we are doing with this summit is to help people move from a fixed mindset into a growth mindset. A fixed mindset, mostly about the things that are happening, things that happened last year that did not make you achieve your goal. It is easy for people to still be coasted in that. But we are shifting people into a growth mindset, to see more possibilities, to unlearn certain behaviors, to acquire new skills and knowledge, to be able to see better, so that we can pursue the goals easily in 2025. And I say this to you. Last year, when we had the last edition in January 2024, there are some two people that were part of the audience. One of them was a startup founder, an entrepreneur, who applied our goal-setting framework to score what I would call a hat-trick. You mentioned football earlier, so maybe that's what's inspiring this. To score a hat-trick. One is he used that to increase the revenue of his business as an entrepreneur. Two is that he used it to streamline his operations. The turnaround time from production to delivery of his goods, right, was significantly reduced. So with that, he could serve more customers, which led to the growth of his revenue. Also, he used that to be able to retain his staff. There's conversation about Japa. People are not only Japaing from Nigeria to another country, people are Japaing from one organization to the other. It is said that people don't leave jobs, they leave managers. Now, the reason he's able to retain most of his people is part of the leadership skills that he obtained from the session that we did. So we're saying that there are testimonials, there are people who have gone through this, whose mindset have shifted and they are growing, and which is why we're doing this again and again. By the way, that's a gentleman. There's another lady who was part of it last year. She too scored a hat-trick. Yes, she met her sales target with our framework. Secondly, because she met her sales target, she was promoted within 6 months. All her colleagues waited for 12 months before they were even considered. And then the third goal she achieved. She met and got married to the man of her dreams. With this thing.
At the conference?
Not at the conference, with the framework that we share at the conference.
So it's also a marriage.
So it is not just, I need to quickly comment on that. It is not just professional, but it's both your professional life and your personal life. That is what Kickoff Summit is about.
Okay. Now, give us the details. Where, when, why, and all those other things.
Okay.
Where is it happening?
Great question. It's happening on the 18th of January 2025. That is next week, Saturday, here in Lagos, Nigeria, at the Glover Memorial Hall. It starts from 9 a.m. The conference starts from 9 a.m. We have a concert in the evening that starts from 6 p.m. Both of them holding in the same venue. Anyone interested to register on this can go to www.kickoffsummit.com. It is kickoffsummit.com. And speaking about the concert, we have an amazing lineup of performers as well. It's an opportunity for, after all the strategies in the morning, the frameworks and all that, it's an opportunity to just have a light moment. We'll be having Tope Alabi, who will be singing, and then people who understand what Bay Body means will be able to, shake their body. We'll have some comedians that will be around as well. Forever, Ashiri, Ken Black, Damola. I mean, it's a great moment. So there is learning the early part of the day, and there is music and fun the later part of the day. There is something you mentioned about the testimonial of the lady who met the man of her dreams. You didn't talk about the one who met the woman of his dreams. That's anyway. But you need to. There's a need to look at a need to balance individual growth with team and organizational growth. How does this event help to gain that balance? Great question. For the individual growth, it's about personal effectiveness. It's about personal productivity. It's about dealing with distractions, procrastination, knowing how to make the best use of your time, knowing how to overcome hurdles that may come your way. For the leaders, it is about having the capacity to build synergy, to collaborate, to understanding that as a leader, you don't need to have all the answers, but you need to be able to create an environment that brings the answers from the people that you are leading. And that is what we're putting together. So on the individual part, personal effectiveness. On the leadership part, yes, personal effectiveness as well, but in addition, how do you build synergy and collaborate and get results with your people?
So the site again?
Okay,
for those who are interested.
Okay, it is www.kickoffsummit.com. Kickoffsummit.com. And by the way, still speaking about the event, some people may say, oh, I may not be able to attend in person. You can join us. It's hybrid, so you can join us virtually. You can pay attention to our YouTube page, which is Abiola Champ on YouTube, and there are loads of content for you there for you to continue to grow and achieve your goals in 2025.
See, I knew it had something to do with sports. That's your website, right?
Yes.
I knew it had something to do with sports. Anyway.
If I remember correctly, it's free, isn't it?
It is not free.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
It is not free. Full information about how to register
at the website
is right there on the website.
That's right there.
My bad.
That's the free price.
There's a free price there.
Yes, it's a free price. Right there on your screen. Well, what's your vision? This 30 seconds. What's your vision for the long-term impact of the Kickoff Conference, annual Kickoff Conference?
Yeah, so we're looking at the Kickoff Summit. It's a movement, actually. A movement of career professionals, business leaders in organizations, entrepreneurs who don't want mediocrity in any way. And what is mediocrity? Our definition of mediocrity is past success. Mediocrity is that the thing you achieved last year, it has become gone, it's obsolete. It's now a new leaf, it's a new day, it's a new dawn. So you build and you consolidate on it. So it's a movement. So we are looking at thousands, millions of leaders across the globe kicking out mediocrity and going for excellence all the way every year.
What is it that they say in this country? I get time before, not be something.
I get time before, I don't get time again, not be property.
Not be property, okay. All right.
Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
At least we have you always.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. Abiola Salami is the convener of the Abiola Salami International Leadership Bootcamp, as well as this New Year Kickoff Summit. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we talked about using your camera. Sorry. Which one do you have? A phone that has a camera, or a camera that can make calls. We'll be right back to talk about that when we return.